Great. So you all are making your way toward the cliffs on the eastern side of town to head toward the beach. And as you all are heading over that way, you head down the trail that's going down to the beach. The smell of fresh butt, the smell is deafening, Chad.
Smell that sea air.
Yeah. But as you guys are getting down on the beach, you do see what appears to be an off-duty booker.
Hi there, officer.
Good afternoon.
What's up, Booksy?
Can I help you?
Hanging out with Booker.
Gang.
Yeah, I'm just have a nice little beach walk. I'm off duty right now. Can I do something for you?
Oh, just saying, hey.
How's it hanging?
Pretty low. We were checking out the East Side Stank.
Oh yeah.
Do you know anything about it?
I'm on the search committee, but I got this old scrunched up sniffer, so I can't really. It's pretty faint for me, so that's why
I smell it really good.
Oh,
I can smell it very strongly.
Maybe you should be on the committee then.
Yeah, that's when I'm volunteering at the animal shelter.
You mean the homeless shelter?
At the animal shelter.
But yeah, so it's prime real estate down here on the beach. Since I can't really smell it that good, so fishing shells for me, baby.
Wait, are they selling real estate down here?
I mean, no, I just meant sort of the fact that it's not like the South Beach that gets really crowded.
But you can buy property here.
I mean, I guess if you, it's city property.
So why does Nook get paid?
Huh?
Why does Nook get paid if it's city property? It just never occurred to me till just now. Why do we buy the houses from him and the plots from him if it's city property?
Well, because he owns the plots of land that the houses are on, but the beach.
I see.
Yeah.
Of course. My mistake.
How would one go about buying property from the city?
If we wanted to set up a small business, maybe a crab shack, a fishery.
Joe's Crab Shack.
Wait, are you thinking about doing some entrepreneurial exploits?
I don't know if it'd be an exploit so much as serving my community in the way that I know how.
Well,
Yeah.
If you're...
Chad and Pat.
I'm sure that there's probably some... I know there's a couple of unused storefronts over in Nookington Mall, so you could probably talk to Nook about those. Or there's also, I guess you would also have to talk to Nook if you wanted to see about any leasing of the actual other buildings that aren't the mall over in the retail district, because he does own those. So I guess you'd have to talk to Tom Nook is what I'm saying if you wanted to start a business or purchase anything. I just sort of had that realization here in the moment.
Yeah, that's a little crazy, don't you think?
Huh.
We're just sort of like it's a monopoly, I think.
It seems kind of illegal in South Bend.
Kind of crazy.
Huh.
Yeah.
I never really thought about that before until you just asked me how you'd start, and then now I'm really thinking about it, and
I'm having that realization too.
I, Jonah, above table, am also having this realization, and as I was like, what would they have to do? Well,
it's a little dystopic, a little dystopian,
So I guess if you were. Unless you wanted to have a beachfront, as you say, I don't know who Joe is, but a crab shack of some sort of beachfront business that was on city property.
Margaritaville.
Or if you were
products.
looking to, right? Well, I don't know any fish, but. If you were still, you okay there, Joe?
I hate this character. I'm ready to kill him.
He just had a Marxist realization, though. He just had the bosses aren't on my side.
Sure, I still want to kill him and throw him into the ocean and just let it carry him on out because I cannot stand this person.
This is, as far as I'm aware, the only individual in Animal Crossing that has class consciousness.
For sure, but
Well, it's been really enlightening talking to you, officer.
Yeah. Or if you were going to try to get some building supplies to build a business, if it was on city property, you probably want to talk to Tom about that too.
Huh.
All this time, as he's been talking, he's also been doing the squishy face dog breathing of. I should get Tubby to come do some Foley.
Listen, this character is what I assume Bob has to deal with Teddy in Bob's Burgers.
Oh my God.
Like,
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. Can I get one of those burgers?
let me tell you this really long-winded story.
For
and
no
we're-
payoff.
And we're both just like,
Hostage.
what if...
What if we killed him? I reach into my luck point and pull out a knife. And you have your butterfly knife.
Your ceramic
I
knife.
pull out my meth, all of it, and jam it in his eye. And just overdose him right there on the beach.
Well, officer, I think we're going to go try to, check out that stank.
Well, all right. Well, good luck. If you find out anything, let us know. I'm on the committee, and well, there's also the rest of the committee. And if you wanted to join the committee, then you certainly could.
I'm still pretty busy. That's when I work at the animal shelter.
All right, at the homeless shelter.
Yeah,
Well, all right.
shelter.
Well, y'all have a great day. Ooh, a conch shell.
And he goes to pick
Do
up
you
the
know
shell.
where Copper is?
Oh, he's probably at the police station because I'm off duty, so he's on duty.
Yeah, okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. Want to make sure it wasn't President's Day.
What is the governing federal body
Emperor.
over South
Emperor
Bend?
Nook.
Well, I guess
Supreme Emperor Nook.
okay, if every town has one human mayor, a Tom Nook, and an Isabel, that makes them more like almost like Confederate, like sort of like individual cells,
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
there
it's
an
almost like a
overall-
self-contained entity.
I had this
Yeah.
thought earlier.
Yeah.
There are multiple versions of these,
Yeah,
which is upsetting.
but not us, I don't think.
No.
Not of you.
It's just of the Nooks, and if we went to another town, there would be another Nook and like
But
another
different.
stage.
Maybe a slightly different
people.
flavor of Nook.
and in a different stage of his like capitalist like
Right, because we're like pretty deep right now, especially without any mayoral oversight in the
Right.
past good little bit.
for sure.
So Nook has kept playing.
It's like a Game Shark where you get to play as Nook.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, the player hasn't logged on in a year, but Nook keeps on playing.
Well, bye again, officer.
There's a fish over here.
He whips out a fishing pole. It's just like one of the small to medium-sized shadows in the water, though. It's not a big one.
You from the left, I'm from the right.
Are there any seashells nearby?
There's definitely, I mean, the beach is strewn with seashells, especially here on the east side. Not nearly as many people go on the east side beach because of the east side stank. Like, it's a little bit more slim pickings on the south beach, but there's some shells here.
Does Booker follow me on Instapause?
Yeah.
Does he? Like, is he on his Instapause a lot?
I mean, he's not on there a lot. He's mostly on Facebook.
Totally worth it.
Finds a lot of fake news on Facebook.
I'm going to start a live video, and I'm going to take the shell that's in my hand, and I'm going to throw it into the water wherever the fish would be that he's trying to catch.
Great.
And I'm just going to be like, fuck the police, 420, what's up?
Gang, gang.
And then I'm going to, like, walk away with Pat.
Are you trying to like do this in such a way that he doesn't notice that you're actively obstructing his fishing attempt?
If he turns, I've got a game plan, but I'm just chucking the shell.
It's like one of the shitty like oyster shells that's only worth like 10 bells, and you just chuck it.
Just throwing $10 in the ocean.
There goes $10.
I'm just burning money, baby. 1,000 bells, I'll throw that in the water too.
Gross on trees.
Just like the opioids. But you toss it in the water and it spooks the fish away, and you just hear,
Oh man.
Fuck him.
walks down the beach a little bit, casts his line again.
So, Booker just lied to us. He can definitely smell. Dogs have very, very advanced senses of smell.
I know, even ones with little short noses do too.
Why is he pretending not to be able to smell the east side stank, which I can smell? Good. I can smell it real accurately.
Because it's really bad right now.
It's really bad right now.
Yeah, little buddy, it is.
The face that Joe just made. Of frustration.
Do you just want to look around the beach, see if I don't know.
Yeah, take a look around.
I just don't know.
It's a pleasant day at the beach. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just smell that fresh sea air, Pat.
Just a normal day at the beach.
You
We're
guys
just gonna have a nice walk on the beach.
as you walk along, you can see the shadows of some fish in the water as you're going, and you're just walking north. And it's getting a little bit stronger, the smell is, as you're going north. And as you continue making your way up, you can see in front of you the bridge.
I think after, like a cursory look around, if we're not seeing like,
Yeah.
a secret cave or whatever the hell, then like, I'm gonna turn back around and file away the east side stank for later.
Yeah.
Try to figure out something.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to like rally other people to look for it or something.
Teach the town to use Molotov cocktails.
With just a cursory glance, you do not see like a big neon sign that says Stank Cave.
Okay, well, don't make us sound
That is,
stupid.
however, in
Fuck
the...
you.
There is a big neon sign that says Stank Cave in the retail district.
The red light district.
Yes.
That's where we're going right now.
Yeah.
We're going to the stank cave.
Doesn't open until dark.
All right, new mission.
That's where my man Brewster is.
Dark.
Damn it. It's like the comedy. It's like it's the building that the comedy club used to be in.
The Chuckle Dungeon.
Don't make it nice. Don't make it nice.
No, like it's gotten worse since it became not the comedy club.
Oh yeah.
And I got meth. Let's go.
We're like
If we can frame him for something else, then we'll have meth.
we're describing like a Sin City dystopia on top of idyllic like forest land with just houses surrounding it.
So stupid. I love it.
On the wrong side of the tracks.
I'm not the burgundy bear that this town needed. I'm the burgundy bear that the town deserved. Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Monkey man. Bear man.
I'm like a raccoon chasing a garbage truck. Even if I caught it, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
I think we check out
Scoot's half burnt face.
Callie's poison ivy because she's natural.
Isabel's gonna be Harley Quinn when she goes insane.
Oh no!
There's that fan art.
Yes,
please.
it's probably been done. It's probably been done somewhere deep and dark. Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Side note: all of the Isabel gifts, like the Animal Crossing.
Yeah, like
gifts,
when I'm
they're
doing my little GIF keyboard to text you guys a fun cute Animal Crossing GIF, and it's like, oh,
they're ludicrously horny.
it's like
Excuse you.
They're
Excuse you. Excuse you. Excuse you.
Is there a second part of it?
We are doing this for the furries. At least I am.
I'm for the Epstein truthers, man. That's why I'm here.
Why not both?
The intersection.
Why not the intersection? The people that know and the people that really know, right?
Now here's my question: is that Venn diagram almost a circle?
Dragon Con 2021 on Little St. James. Every year.
I'm just imagining something akin to Fire Festival, but with Dragon Con.
They all show up on like rafts and stuff. Like there's a weird temple. Like
I swam.
Holy shit!
anyway,
Ooh, Stank Cave. It's happening after dark.
Stank
Cave. Yeah. So we might need to like put a pin in this
Stank
as
cave.
well. Like the evil stank, like the natural stank cave, as opposed to
The east side.
the Chuckle Dungeon. Yeah. So you want to check out the police station and see if we can find Walker on the way? We only have about an hour or two till sunset.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great. So you guys make your way across town. You go back over the bridge.
I would
across
like
the
to
river,
talk
and-
about business acumen and good business investments with Pat along the way. We don't have to RP it, but I think Chad is more and more interested in what Pat does
I see.
and wants to learn.
Now that you guys have broken bad, you're really trying to make sure you get your ducks in a row,
Get our
your
nut.
business in order, get your nut. I see.
Well, no, it's not
Get my
even
nuts in a
that.
row.
I think he just really likes Pat and he wants like to take an interest in what his friend does.
I think Pat launches into a very exhaustively detailed like sort of breakdown of what like a Roth IRA is and like long-term bonds and like super safe conservative bets. And then like he stops in the middle and says, "That shit's fucking boring."
I didn't find it that boring.
But do you want to make a little bit over a long time? Or do you want to make a lot right now?
Why not both? More eggs in one basket, like you just said.
More nuts in a row.
In separate baskets, not one basket. Sorry.
More cats in bags.
Yeah.
Thrown into the river.
Wait, what?
You say all of
Are you
this.
racist?
You say all of this as the shadow of Nakatomi Tower looms in the distance, but you head to the southwest.
Ooh, nice foreshadowing.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Nice foreshadowing.
Thank you. Thanks. That's foreshadowing.
That's foreskin.
I know what you're doing, man. I can see your gears turn.
So you guys head to the southwest side of town. You pass over the bridge. You see the mayor's house, which you already broke into. You walk past it as you continue making your way around. There's not really a bunch of other houses that you pass on the way there, but as you get close to there, you see that there's the police station. There's also retail, the store.
Right.
Not the retail district, which is good and confusing. To the north a little bit of retail, there are a couple of houses. And there's also like a little lake that's right over there near retail. Just like a little more of a pond, really.
I'll keep an eye out for Krango or Walker, but other than that, I don't really want to like stop and chat.
Totally.
Are there any fruit trees along the way?
Yeah, definitely.
Do I see an apple tree
Yeah, there's
along the way?
Yeah, there's an apple tree.
I would like to shake the apple tree and get a lunch snack.
roll. Just roll a d6. It's not animal or fashion, but just roll a d6.
4.
Okay, bees do not fall out of the tree,
Nice.
Nice. No bees.
but 3 apples do fall out of the tree.
I take 2 apples and I hand 1 apple to Pat,
Thanks, buddy.
and I eat 1 apple and get it all over my very little muzzle.
Dunk, dunk, like what, the 3
Yeah.
bites and then it disappears?
Oh, I thought it was like from GameCube. I recall it's like a everything was like sort of terrifyingly
making
eaten by like
me-
a rat.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm
right.
talking about?
Yeah.
Like you're gnawing at it.
Yeah.
Can I just say something really fast
Please.
on air? This is like a momentary talking shop.
Oh,
Just
please.
like
Oh yeah.
pause. One of my biggest complaints when it comes to Animal Crossing as a game is I don't want to play as a human.
You play as an animal.
I want to play. I want to be able to create my own little animal
Yeah.
villager and play as them. Every time I get on, I'm like, oh, I really kind of want to just play something simple and cute like Animal Crossing.
You
And
want
I
to be
get in
animal.
there, I'm like, but I want to fucking be like a weird,
Horned.
I want to be a
man.
shitty human.
Yeah.
I want to be a cute like little puppy or like little bear person. So anywho,
Yeah. Let
I
me
burped.
let me like have weird eyes and like.
I mean, look like a stoner or
Yeah.
meth addict that also is like a child, but also
Yeah.
just a walking nightmare.
But also based on like the most obscure personality quiz anybody's ever come up
Yeah, I
with
don't
on
get
the
to
train
just like
ride into town.
choose
Yeah.
and like you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that your
Like,
appearance is not like, hey, I want to look like this. It's like, so, how rude were you to this cat on a train? Like, that's what you look
like
like.
I'm truly saying I have so much more fun with this than playing Animal Crossing because I get to play as an animal.
When Pat was asked his personality questions,
Yeah.
it was just the scene from Blade Runner where the guy's like, you come across a tortoise in the desert. It's flipped,
deep.
Oh my God.
It's flipped over on its
I
back
grew
and
up with that film.
dying in the sunlight.
Sorry, we can cut back in. I had that feeling.
You
and I
come
wanted to
across
share it.
Tortimer in the desert. He's on his back.
Oh, shit, I stretched too hard.
do? I piss in his mouth.
This has been Andrew's Grievance Corner.
Now I have to dig up that fucking jingle.
You don't have to dig up any jingle. You can cut that shit.
I just wanted to share that with the table because truly, I think it would be a more successful game if you could.
I think so.
I think they're like a skip and a hair away from like an even more successful game, and they won't do it.
If there's one thing that Animal Crossing isn't, it's widely beloved and successful and renowned. That's right. We're back to combative with Andrew.
Played by the furry community that all wants to just play as little animals.
That's true. You're a Furby.
Yeah, duh. Thank
love.
you, Robin Hood.
Let me.
Disney.
Oh, yes. If it could be. Is there a fox villager?
There was the lady fox that looked exactly like Robin Hood Fox, but wearing like a dress.
Like, so Maid Marian?
Isn't that?
I mean, if you said a fox that looks exactly like the Robin Hood fox, but in a dress, I mean, I think that's the lady fox from the same movie.
about our furries, our furry beliefs.
So how about
all
Lion King
day.
2 Simba's Pride?
No, dude. It's Atlantis with like the mechanic girl. I know it's not furry, but like that's the one that comes to mind, where it was like young
But that's
Joe.
just cartoons.
False. It's Lola Bunny in Space Jam. End of story. Game over.
She was on Percocets the whole time. Her eyes are barely open.
Awesome. Okay, no, but let's be honest. Those artists knew what the hell they were doing.
Percocet.
When she like bends over to pick a basketball up and she's like, oh, "What's up, stud?" And you're like, "Whoa,
Can we
I'm
talk
8,
about
but whatever."
The sheer acting chops of not be Jordan.
Of Michael just Jordan.
Michael only Jordan.
Listen,
Michael the one Jordan.
what a guy.
The just method
Great baseball
charisma.
player.
Well, he's got the special stuff.
He does have that stuff.
And so you guys walk across town, and you have come upon the retail store and the police station, and there's a couple of houses. Let's see, whose houses should these be?
I'm gonna live
That'll
stream
be
a little
behind
bit just while we're here. Just like, oh, there's the retail store.
Gang, gang.
This is the police station.
We can go into retail and use some of these good gotten gains.
I think that Hamfrey and Callie's houses are the ones that
Aren't we
are.
gonna invest in?
We could, or we could buy a gun at a pawn shop, which is what retail is.
Retail's basically a pawn shop.
Okay,
You guys
we'll go
need
into-
to watch before we record again. Watch Uncut Gems.
All right, we're gonna go to retail. Joe's gonna spend all my friendship money.
No.
Oh, it's
We'll
okay.
invest it.
No, it's okay.
But
I wanted to put it in a growth stock mutual fund, but whatever.
Retail is basically a pawn shop. But so conveniently right next to the police station.
It's the It's Always Sunny episode where Mac buys poppers from.
The real success of this podcast, mentioning other much more funny things.
Such as Jeffrey Epstein.
we just talk about other things that are funny.
Hey, you know what's funny? Mention it.
If you haven't looked up this thing yet on your own will,
Do it now.
here's our take on it.
On the advice of me from my podcast.
We go into retail.
You going to retail? The sign's pretty basic. It's the familiar pink building with the curvy teal roof with a wooden sign that looks like it has retail with the R sort of looking like a llama there on the front, and there's a little chimney.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
is this the llamas?
It's the little
Yes,
llamas.
the llamas. The married llamas.
Let's go.
2 for 1.
DP, baby. Let's go. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Chad's up in this bitch. Let's go.
Pull out Game Strong.
Chad enters retail. Hyped about the threesome he's about to make happen.
Great. You walk into retail, and you see Cyrus just very muscularly just hammering away on his workbench, working on a sturdy piece of furniture right now.
Cyrus, what is up? You are polishing that wood. Sick like.
There's one thing I know how to do. It's polish wood. What's up, boys?
You know
What's up?
it.
It's me, Cyrus. What's up? Yeah.
Oh, you're so cool.
And then Reese walks up very bosomly, and she says, "Hello, welcome to retail."
She walks up bosomly.
Yeah, that's
She just walks up like a.
This isn't Conan.
I know.
She bosomed at him voluptuously.
I know. I had to blend the worlds a little bit. I was like, well, if you.
walks up bosomly. She just walks like
I
a
don't know.
boob.
Well, I couldn't remember if it was
She bosoms at him.
if it was in Bearquake or if it was just when we were talking about doing more of
action movie
stuff with the power. But that was like an adverb that you used at
Yeah.
one point.
Like the Space Queen bosomed at Chuck laser gun.
Yes. But since I mentioned Cyrus's muscles, I was like, well, here we are anyway.
What about her muscles?
She's got them,
Big
Good.
biceps.
Yeah.
and his pecs are outrageous.
So he's got huge boobs. They look the same, basically.
Well, here's the thing.
One's
They,
pink,
look
one's
the
blue.
same, but
they
just
look
not
they
color
just
scheme.
they just look the same, but you can't see any of that that's actually happening because of all the poofy llama fur.
Yeah. Cyrus looks up and it's like,
Now we're copyright struck.
what you wanna do?
If this doesn't fall under parody, then I'm lost. If that's not fair use parody, I don't know what it is to begin with.
What you got on the floor today?
That's a great question.
Yay!
I'm over here trying to come up with how do I
initiate?
Get on the floor, like you want to get on the floor today? Like I was like, that's too forward. That's too forward.
What are you putting out there today?
Let's see here. I'm looking to see if there's a
What are you
list.
putting out today?
Got any specials? 2 for 1s?
Happy endings.
Has Chad never boned? Why is he so nervous?
Shut up. Who knows? You don't know.
Chad versus Virgin Meat.
You don't know. The quest to who will have sex first, Chad or Pat.
Oh, Pat is completely asexual. He will divide in 2.
It's gonna produce by budding.
Right?
Reproduced by budding. Did ya?
Great. So I'm going to, let's see here. What series do we have an item from? 3.
Normal, natural, normal, natural, normal, natural, normal, natural, normal, natural, normal, natural, normal.
Oh, damn. There is a...
Barber's chair where I can shave off all my body hair and look like Mayor Scoot.
There is a balloon chair, and there's also like a ficus on the floor right now.
I'm buying that ficus. Pat's like jaw like slack is just looking at the ficus, and like there's some genetic vestigial memory of being in like the jungle. And like war drums are like beating in the background. And like the light of like fire in the midnight jungle. He hurls a bone into the air. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, there's also an obelisk on the floor.
You could be debt free with the amount of money I gave you, right? Or if I gave you all the money I
I think
had?
I'm 20,000 in debt.
No, you were still 5,000 in debt.
5,000.
You paid off most of it. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's very
You
true.
could get an expansion on your house.
He's not worried about it. It's coronavirus. It's gonna be a buyer's market.
Yeah, you're right.
I think the ficus just like he completely ignores the obelisk, but he has the obelisk like reaction to the ficus, and I think he just sort of like points at it with like a loose hand and goes, how much for the ficus?
Oh, for that, and she struts over and she checks the price check. Yes.
Bends over, ass test.
While Cyrus just continues to just hammer in the background.
I'm just gonna go stand with Cyrus.
Does that neck go all the way up?
I'm gonna stand with Cyrus and stare at what's her name?
What, at Reese?
At Reese. Yeah. I'm gonna stand there and be like, oh, you're a lucky man, Cyrus.
That's right. Ugh. And like the sweat's glistening on his brow.
You're real lucky, man, Cyrus.
That's right. And he's a man of few words.
You picking up what I'm putting down though?
Tell you what, roll 1 with animal. 4.
4? All right.
We're at 4, and Andrew's trying to have a threesome. Roll animal with 1.
No.
Yeah, it would have had to be a 6.
That'd have been 6.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
He's not quite picking up what you're putting down. He's very into his this bench that he's making right now.
Just as into as Pat is into
He's
this
just
ficus.
pounding that bench.
Pounding that.
Just pounding that bench.
It like shakes the floor with every mighty.
There's tremors in the planks of the floor.
The windows are rattling. Pat is being moved by entirely different percussions right now.
Correct.
Tribal.
Well, the ficus, 300 bells.
And I just like, before she even finishes bells, it's like in my hand. You don't see me move. You don't see the pocket. It's just there.
Thank you. And her little hoof picks up the 300 bells and she says, it's all yours.
And I like slowly grab the ficus and put it in my pockets.
Great. So you can
And then I'm
add-
normal again.
Yep. You can add pocket ficus. Ficus is in your inventory. It's the same size, pocket-wise, as a
above.
third of a T-Rex.
44,900 bells and a ficus. This is a good day.
I hope that ficus was worth investment money. Well, as I said, the payment was also in there, so you're good. Yeah, you're fine.
I'm not worried.
I
We'll
trust you.
We're gonna make a
Listen,
lot
he
of
trusts
money.
you.
We're gonna make a lot of money. As I like reach in my pocket and massage the ficus. My hand also becomes the size of a T-Rex.
Simultaneously the size of a ficus and a T-Rex.
It gets bigger
And
smaller,
and neutral.
Nobody really knows.
but it's normal. Anything else here in retail
Not for me.
from this very muscular and attractive group of pawn shop owners? Couple of pawn. It's not really a group. There's just two.
What's up, Reese?
Well, hey there, Chad. What can I do for you? Are you interested in this, like, very phallic obelisk?
Can't say that I am, no. I am, however, interested in how you presented it to me just then.
I was just showing you. Wait, I just said, are you interested in this obelisk?
No. No.
Well, all right.
Are you guys coming to do yoga tonight?
No. Wink. Is she picking up what I'm putting down?
Roll one, animal.
Let's just keep it going until we succeed.
Same exact score as the last one.
She's not quite picking it up. Yoga. Oh, that's right. That was on your story. Yeah, you boys have just been all around town today, haven't you?
You know it.
Gang, gang.
Hashtag pull out game strong.
I don't know what that
and
means.
I wink. Is she picking up what I'm putting down?
I think no, because of the roll, and also because you say that in so many contexts.
Yeah, but I winked with it.
I think you say pull out game strong and wink in so many contexts.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Well, we hope to see you there.
Yeah, well, how's our schedule look there, Cyrus? And he says, looks good. Boom, boom. As the bench is now complete, it is a natural ranch, like the ranch set of furniture. Maybe it wasn't a bench. If there's not like a bench, then it's like a coffee table. It's a
Jonah,
it's
it
a
can
long,
be
flat
anything
thing.
you want it to be.
Yeah, it's like the ranch coffee table. It's not a bench. I changed my mind.
What a nice table. Well, see ya.
See you guys later. And I grab Reese's hand. You're a very lucky woman. He's a very attractive man.
She says, "Thank you. I know he is, and I know I am also that."
You guys should come to yoga.
Yeah, I think we'll see if our schedule's clear. If we can close early.
God, everything you say is so sexy. And I walk out.
Pat is just like looking at the ficus in his hands and then instantly puts it in his pocket as soon as you follow him outside.
Oh, I have sweaty palms.
So like the one ring.
He's weak. Arms are heavy.
Ficus in his pocket already.
Please that.
Well done.
Please that.
Oh, Gary's Mini Paradise will probably have that, right?
Oh, surely. Gary, take me away to your midi paradise. I haven't seen you since Dino's Bar and Grill.
Look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it? Or just let it slip?
Howdy, neighbor. Jonah here to say thank you for imbibing Villagers, our horny, crime-ridden wasteland of a podcast. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our splendiferous partner, Dice Envy. You stuck at home? You bored? You want to do some crime, but crime's not easily available at the moment because you're self-isolating? You want to play some games? You need dice for those games? If you answered yes to these questions, have I got a deal for you? You can get 10% off of your purchase at Dice Envy by going to diceenvy.com/questco or by using promo code QuestCo at checkout. That's QUESTCO for 10% off of your entire order. If you're a fan of the Quest Company, please do us a favor and go to our page on the Apple Podcasts app or wherever you listen to your podcast and leave us a rating and review. It is a huge help to us and we read every review that comes in. And if you really love what we do here at the Quest Company and you want to take the next step in supporting us, please consider becoming a Patreon subscriber. For as little as $2 a month, you can help us with necessary expenses, help us continue to improve the quality of the show, and get access to exclusive content and patron rewards. If you'd like to give us that support, you could do so at patreon.com/questcompanypodcast. You can find the link to the Patreon on our website, questcompanypodcast.com. If you'd like to contact us, you could do so directly through our website or by finding us on Instagram and Twitter at The Quest Company. You can also hang out with us in our Quest Company Discord. The link to that is on our website and Twitter. We've had some fabulous fan art come in since our last episode. I was actually compiling my little list here and had a moment of, oh wow, there's so much and it's so good. Thank you to Elena at Still For Us on Twitter for sending us Chad and Pat live streaming some crime. Thanks to Abby at The Abby Wyatt on Twitter for sending us Pat in a Mango Tree. Crime time. Thank you to Peach at Peach Doodles on Twitter for some Chad and Pat Pride button designs. Those are great. Thank you to Luke at Coltreg on Twitter for some Chad art, #PulloutGameStrong. And thank you to Gigi at GladIrisT on Twitter for art of Isabel dressed as Harley Quinn, which is very good, but also a horny crime. But our words have consequences, and we have to deal with that. Plus, that art made me remember the whole villagers as Batman characters rant, which I forgot because I go into a fugue state when we record this show. All that art is amazing, and it brings us great joy to see people inspired to draw stuff from our very weird podcast. If you haven't seen those, go check them out on our Instagram and Twitter or on the fan art gallery on the website. And if you have fan art of the podcast that you want to share, just make sure that when you post it to tag us so that we can see it. And I know what you're thinking. Well, some of that fan art's from this episode, so how could they have done it already? Well, if you're subscribed to us on Patreon at the $5 level or higher, you too can get early access to episodes. I'd like to thank Joe Leitess for editing this episode, along with the artists whose music is featured in it. Thank you to Rockow for the song Try a Music. Thank you to Jamphibious for the song Soothing Rain remix. Thanks to Jeremy Blake for the song We'll Meet Again. Thanks to Jazz at Mladost Club for the song Maiden Voyage. Thank you to Diggi for Camrade remix. Thank you to Chicago University Orchestra for also Sprach Zarathustra. Thank you to Gary's MIDI Paradise for the MIDI of Lose Yourself. Thank you to New Waver for the song Techno Man. Ambient sound by tabletopaudio.com and Komiku. Additional sound design by Slappy, Kick Hat, and Inspector J. That's all for me, so let's get back to the crime. Thank you for shopping at retail.
Well, do you think it's time we head on down to the beach and see if Bruce and Tortimer can finally get that egg clutch nice and fertilized?
Yeah!
Or we could talk to Booker. Or, I believe it was Copper.
Nah, let's just go to Tortimer and Bruce.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Great, so it is still like mid-afternoon right now, so I think that if you're...
Okay, let me go to Copper first real quick.
Yeah, because you weren't in retail that
We
long.
start walking and then instantly, like, together, pinpoint turn. Like it goes the noise when you run fast.
I mean, you can hang out with Tortimer. He's just stretching.
Nah.
Nah, fuck that old geezer.
Yeah, I like.
Give me my reward, old man.
I don't.
Reward, I forgot I said that.
So good. Give me my reward, old man.
Great, so you guys walk
I always
into the
liked
police
Copper.
station.
He was cool.
And Copper, the much more like if Booker is more like Danny DeVito proportioned.
Copper's fucking Captain America.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Copper basically looks like, you know, like if Chris Evans ripped Captain America, Chris Evans was a dog.
Yeah.
That's Copper, baby.
All right. Chad's knees are a little bit weak.
As you leave one building full of attractive muscular people and walk into another. Sorry, attractive muscular animals. Excuse me.
What's up?
I want to look like this.
Like a dog?
No.
Like a cop?
Like a stud.
Like a stud? Oh, as in physically attractive.
Yeah.
I think you look great just the way you are. But are you talking about doing more weights?
I really appreciate you saying that.
Not at all, man. You're sporty, man. Look at those guns. You got a permit for those? For these ones, at least.
No.
Oh. Well, don't tell Copper that.
I
Hey, Copper, what's up?
Hey, Copper, how's it going?
Hello there, citizens. I didn't want to disturb your doorway conversation there, but what can I do for you? Looking for something in lost and found?
I'll take a gander. I think I lost my marbles. Just a little joke. And I think Pat wanders into the.
Does Copper follow me on Instapause?
Yeah.
So, Copper, did you see about the yoga down at the beach today?
Oh, I hadn't gotten to check my phone because I'm on duty and I tend to not keep my phone on me. I just communicate through walkie-talkie with Booker. But no, what's this something about?
You should keep your phone just in case someone calls you that's in need of help.
Well, that's my personal phone. I've got the old work phone right here.
You don't follow me on your work phone?
On this rotary phone right here?
Yeah.
If I could, I would, my friend. If I could, I would.
Well, anyway, we're doing a yoga thing down at the beach. Bruce is gonna lead yoga.
Oh.
Pretty much everyone in the town's going. It's at sunset. It's gonna be awesome. There's gonna be a lot of attractive yoga people there.
Well, you know I love attractive people.
I know. So I thought maybe you'd want to we're trying to get a lot of people to go because I think a big thing's gonna go down.
Oh, big thing. What kind of big thing's going on?
Just friendship, it feels like a town event, Scoot's been gone for so long.
That's true.
And it feels like an actual event that's being planned and happening.
It's a good point. It's been so long since we've actually had. I mean, we have the events that go on from time to time, obviously, but there's kind of. But maybe this could be
is like a new one.
This could be something, It's not just the same old. We're legally obligated to have this holiday, even though the mayor's not here, and it's kind of sad.
Right.
But
that's what I was thinking.
This feels like it could be the start of something new of us doing our own thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, says Pat, who was just perusing the
Lost and Found.
Came back.
Will you come?
Yeah, I get off duty from the day shift when Booker comes and takes over for the night shift, so I might be a couple minutes late, but sure, that sounds great.
Sunset, so it should be it'll be all right.
Yeah, a bunch of nice, fun-loving, attractive people like myself.
A lot of young, attractive people, really young people.
Love that.
Somebody say my name? Haha, just a little joke.
Oh, he's so funny.
Count me in.
Hey, side note, do you know Walker really well?
Well, not really well. I know he's the newest resident we have in town, and
yeah,
I don't know a ton about him. I haven't encountered him a lot. Just a casual sort of, we have the move-in party kind of situation, and then he hasn't really come around here. That's for sure.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Sorry?
Huh? Well, you said no, he wouldn't. Does he have a problem with me?
No.
Does he not like cops?
No, I would never.
Well,
no, I mean, it's not my place to really.
Pretty much said
he fucking hates cops.
How sometimes I make jokes about hashtag F the police.
See, this was my reaction.
you know how I sometimes joke about that?
Yeah.
You see my story,
Right, well,
he's very,
I know it's jokes from you.
Right, it's jokes. He's very
how sometimes I go into the remember that one time I went into Brewster's place and I told him to put that that offensive cop thing on there, but then I got him in trouble because he put it on there.
Right, yeah.
Joke.
No, he does the thing where he's more on Facebook, and he'll do the thing where he posts a 3-page long thing about how the police shouldn't be doing, you know what I mean? The ones that you scroll by as you're looking through your Facebook because you're just I don't have time to read all that shit. Yeah, no, but also I brought up to Isabel earlier today that I was walking by his house and it kind of not to be racist or anything,
but it
it kind of smells like skunk.
Yeah.
We haven't had any skunk in town for some time.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, it's that combined with the smell of the stank, it's just it's a lot.
We think he's doing
different
drug crimes.
smells.
Not that it's our place to.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, if it's just are you trying to tell me you think he's smoking weed? Because I can't really do anything about him smoking weed.
No, for sure.
I mean,
it's totally legal.
If it smelled like cat piss, that'd be a whole other story.
Completely separate. Yeah.
Oh no! I mean, no. It hasn't smelled like cat piss. I'm just saying, he's kind of. I'm a little worried that it might not just be pot.
Oh.
Visitors at odd hours, and this isn't our place to say. We really shouldn't.
Yeah,
go
no, I'm sorry.
I just feel a little
you're
worried
on duty.
sometimes. Worried about the character.
I just feel
of
like
the
I can
town.
talk to you, Copper.
Yeah.
Oh well, thanks. I
I don't always feel like I can talk to Booker.
I try to be approachable.
You're extremely approachable.
Yeah, good boy.
Yeah, thank you. But are you trying to tell me you think that Walker might be dealing or something?
No,
or?
I would never say that. That is
as far
what
as I
he's
knew, the
doing.
only,
that is what he's. I would never say that.
Huh. Well, if I appreciate your anonymous tip.
Did you
there,
say that you knew
concerned
somebody that
citizens.
was dealing?
I mean, it's just Timmy and Tommy, but they're
Did you
just
know about that?
Well, I mean, I know they sell a bunch of weed and but also they're Nooks kids, and I'm not gonna go fucking with Nooks kids. That's barking up the wrong tree.
Well, hope to see you at yoga.
All right.
Yeah. Just forget we said anything, honestly, about. I don't want to go telling tales out of school or anything. We're just concerned citizens, and I care about this town, and it's hard without Mayor Scoot here. I wish I could have met him, and I hope he comes back someday. But I feel like Mayor Scoot wouldn't put up with something like dealing, unless it's Timmy and Tommy.
All right, well, yeah, I mean, because that guy bought a lot of cocaine from Timmy and Tommy, so
Right.
yeah. But that is what it is.
For sure.
Well, yeah, I think I'll see you boys at yoga later.
Awesome.
Like I said, this sounds like it might be mixing things up in a good way. Not just the same old, but we're gonna do our own stuff. I like it.
Nice.
Now, Pat, did you, when you were looking around the Lost and Found, did you take anything from the Lost and Found?
I didn't steal anything. No.
Gotcha. I didn't know. If you were just looking, or if you were using that for any sort of.
Is there anything good in the Lost and Found?
You could roll to see if there was.
Can I?
Sure.
What do I roll?
What kind of thing would you be?
I think
looking
I'm
for? like some clothes or a useful item.
I think I'm goodwilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably fashion then.
I'm cool.
Yeah. Roll 2 fashion.
2 threes.
2 threes?
2 successes.
Yeah. There's some clothes that are there. Just some assorted shirts and pants, and there's a sporty hat.
What kind of hat?
Snapback.
Is it a snapback flat bill?
I think you recognize it as Walker's snapback flat bill.
I take it and I put it in my pocket.
Great. So you grab that. As you were looking around the Lost and Found, you also see the armory. It's locked up, but
Right. All the guns that they have in this time.
yeah,
What the fuck? Yeah, it's like the Hot Fuzz Armory, where there's like a sea mine in there.
it's 100% the Hot Fuzz Armory.
Right.
But you saw that it was locked, but it was right there, not terribly far from the Lost and Found.
For sure. Good to know. Well, hope to see you at the beach, officer.
Yeah, I'll see you all there. Looks like we're getting a little closer to sunset. Happen to be off duty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Been hitting the old grindstone.
For sure.
Woof. And you guys leave the police station?
I leave. My palms are super sweaty. My little bear paws are super sweaty. They're so sweaty. They're little cute bear paws.
Do you guys want to do anything else specific before it's beach time, or do you want to just kind of
I want to give
just vibe for a bit?
I
want to
give Pat the meth because I think he'll be better at planting, and I
think
can
so.
maybe be a distraction.
I have one meth. It is the same size as a T-Rex torso.
One meth is the exact same in your pockets as a third of a T-Rex. I mean, where do you want to hang out for the next little bit until sunset?
On the cliffs overlooking the beach.
Done.
In front of the mayor's house.
Done.
Great.
Where you can look down upon them gathering.
Yeah, I mean, so you're basically in Mayor Scoot's front yard. And I think that you guys spend a chunk of the rest of the afternoon waiting for sunset, just there on the beach, your little paws dangling, your paws and your prehensile toes dangling off of the cliff face as you maybe snack on some more of the overgrown fruits from Scoot's orchard surrounding his house. And you
Not
just...
the rotten ones.
Not the rotten ones that are freshly plucked. You just chill, and you gradually, as sunset approaches, you start to see other villagers making their way down the trail to the beach.
Listen to your computer this Saturday night.
Having been unwillingly celibate for the last 10 years.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. regular crowd shuffles in. There's a young man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, DJ, play me a memory. The name's a little uncertain, but it's sad and it's sweet with a pulsating beat, and it helps my drugs to start working. Play us a song, you're the techno man. Play us a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Now John on the footpath's a friend of mine. He brings me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or a light up your smoke, but there's someplace he'd rather be. He says, Arthur, I think this is killing me, as the bouncer says no to his face. But I'm sure that I could have a social life if I could get into this place. Now Nathan's an unpublished novelist who never had time for a life, and he's talking to Layla, who's still a new waiver and probably will be for life. And the students are practicing politics as the bank clock slowly gets stoned. Yes, we're sharing a drink we call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Play us a song, you're the techno man. Play us a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows
like insurance fraud and like stock market exchange.
We're
and, like
we're
it's
trying
very
to figure
white
out
collar.
what we want to do,
Right.
You know, and of
But I
course
just
we could
love,
go
like,
for
white
drugs.
collar,
Yeah.
like it's not like we're just gonna kill them and take their shit. It's like
Oh my God.
we're gonna make sure that like the zoning changes so that we can get like new.
We temporarily, using emergency mayor powers, de-zone Nukatomi Towers and buy it from the municipal government.
But then Nook's gonna come after us.
And we'll be ready in Nukatomi Towers.
We don't have guns.
We'll buy
We need
security.
Crazy Red first.
We'll buy a whole bunch of bulldogs with Copper and Booker. They have one master, and it's capital.
Okay, I don't know that I believe that. I feel like one of them might be a dirty cop and the other might be like a young
With like a
new
justice
blood.
ideal. Yeah.
You find out which one's which.
But we've got a lot of options here. We could also just like we could pull at the thread of what's his name, my arch rival,
Walker.
Like we could do the Walker thread a little bit.
Well, there's a lot of ways to get what we want.
Right, with Walker.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like planning it on him at night, but we could go meet the cops so we know them a little bit better for that
Yeah.
event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, what does Pat want to do?
I think Pat doesn't know for like the first time. Maybe we should be having this conversation on cam.
It's being recorded.
Good. I don't know if Pat knows what he wants, because I think Pat, like the deep down dark in my soul that Pat is based on, is the idea that somebody can be happy just going to their office and watching like Parks and Rec and doing this, and then they'll go have this conversation and everything will be like this sort of superficial dream that you never have to feel bad or out of place or unnormal. And now he's feeling like there's more to it, and he doesn't know what it is or what he wants or what he can do, but there doesn't seem to be limits on it.
Yeah.
And he's realizing that like a gas with nothing to contain it, you can just diffuse forever.
And you can do things.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know what Pat wants.
It's okay. I don't know that I know what Chad wants in the sense that like, what does be the most famous?
Right.
Well, it means
like-
that you want to be the most famous.
Correct. But like,
RE,
what is that
forward.
venue?
Right.
Chad thinks really hard about up, down, left, right, BA, and goes into God mode because we're still in a game. And I just start killing things with my little bear claws.
I just fucking maul the shit out of him because I'm a bear. I rip his face off because I'm a sweet little bear.
Every time I think about that picture and just how cute he is, I'm like, he's so cute. He's so damn cute.
I like how pleasant Pat looks. Of course, there is like that cold eye sort of deal.
Yeah.
But he looks like huggable.
Well, that's the whole thing is that it's like it's huggable, but then it's not until like upon closer inspection that there's something deeply unsettling.
Right.
Also, I want to say how sad I was that I couldn't find any bear amiibos because I was gonna
Buy a bear amiibo
and put him in your town.
And no, I was
That was gonna be your mini.
I was gonna mini paint him to be Pat.
Are there no bear
Chad.
amiibos?
I didn't see any.
Damn.
When I looked, but I was like, oh, because I was like, I wanted to make that little mini to just have right here as a little burgundy bear.
What I think
for all of my grid combat.
Listen, it wasn't for the grid combat. It was just because it's fun.
Oh, I know. I love it. I love it.
Do you know like the
jowls.
lady that had like a pet orangutan all her life and like was best friends with it and would like feed
And
it
then it ate her?
and then it ate her face.
Yeah.
It chewed off her face.
I remember
and
that.
there was like no reason for it other than it was just getting old and freaking out.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you mentioned that we're becoming friends.
I think literally, I don't mean it in like a threatening, like literally like violence kind of way, but in the sense that you literally don't know what's gonna happen next.
With a monkey?
Yeah.
Damn.
Long story short, I think his goal is to move his animal score down to 2 where it should be.
Interesting.
3 workouts a week. Bruh.
I know. I think since we are playing this more
Twice a
longer
day.
term than than obviously this is intended to be, this sort of format of game. I have been thinking about like ways to
Progress.
shift scores. I don't think progress because of the other things like we've
Right.
talked about. There wouldn't be as much need for
And then-
progression
for sure.
And get some perks. Get some perks. Get
We could buy
sweet
some perks
feats.
from
I want some feet.
Timmy and Tommy.
I want some perks.
Percocets.
Percocets.
Molly Percocet.
But that said, I think that if there's
Opioids. Opioids. They're on the trees.
Shake them, they fall out.
yeah, mangoes, apples, cherries, and opioids.
Ooh, there's a big shadow in the water and fish. You caught a garbage bag of opioids. Oh boy, it's a bag of opioids.
Oh, you got an old tire.
It's a sack with puppies in it.
Damn.
Too far.
I guess it's not Chicago, it's South
Too
Bend.
far. In my head, I say
Is that still a sound effect? I am also weirdly invested in Bruce and Tortimer, like in a sincere way.
I am too.
Yeah.